Hello ratbags, it's Jade. Welcome to a brand new look at Astroneer as it approaches PS4 release. I'm going to give you everything you need to know about this game and whether or not you should be buying it on the PlayStation 4, as well as the bunch of new stuff coming with a mega update for Xbox and the PC at the same time. Astroneer has gone from strength to strength in the last few years. It's been in development for a number of years and it's made fantastic success on PC and Xbox. So what can you expect from this space survival exploration game? Let me tell you. Astroneer is available digitally right now on the PlayStation 4. It's single player or online with 2 to 4 players. At the moment it has crossplay with Xbox One and Xbox Windows 10, with plans for the future to add cross support play for Steam and Xbox, but unfortunately nothing about the PlayStation 4 just yet. The game on PlayStation is £24.99, so around $29.99, and it does offer 4K support, so you get some bonuses with your Pro PS4. Your adventure begins with you either working together or on your own, building custom bases and trying to work out ways to hop from planet to planet. You'll be able to build loads of contraptions, machines to help you escape and survive the harsh environments. There are 7 planets for you to explore, each have their own challenges, resources and biomes. It really is a great game if you love exploration and you love sandbox games. I'm going to give you the lowdown of what Astroneer is, the history of it, but also give you my plus and negative points at the end of the video. So what exactly has Astroneer had since it released? Well, a huge amount of updates, improving the game even more and adding so many more options. Kicking off with their summer update, followed by Lunar, Exploration, Wanderer, Groundwork, and the latest one that's going to be going live with the release of PS4, Creative Update. We'll get back to them updates, but let's go through some of the more basic items. Printers, moon buggies, crafting stations, as well as a whole host of ways to connect it. Oxygen is obviously very important on these planets. You're going to need a full supply as well as energy. You need to be tethered pretty much at all times to some sort of oxygen source. While you can necessarily jump around a little bit without one, your backpack isn't unlimited. So regularly you're going to have to think of ways to make sure that the areas you're exploring can give you sufficient oxygen. That's where the survival element comes in, and it adds a much urgent needed gameplay mechanic. But it isn't annoying. You can really enjoy Astroneer and set aside some of them concerns with the new creative mode. Getting to the stage where you've explored and found enough blueprints, or schematics as they're called in the game, to unlock more ways to play, like lunar buggies as well as jetpacks. Powerful building tools and terraforming will allow you to uncover lots of different resources. These then need to be refined. You'll eventually be able to build yourself a rocket that will travel to the next planet. The summer update updated and added a bunch more of these featured printers or applications that will give you more to do in the game. They added a bunch of new palettes so that you can customize, paint and decorate a lot more in the game too, as well as various brand new plants, seeds and fauna. The lunar update was a bit of a homage to the celebration of travelling to the moon for so many years. The 50th anniversary of Apollo 11 gave the opportunity for the Astroneer devs to add a bunch of stuff themed around it. Lots of extra storage options were added to hold all of them resources you've been gathering, as well as some special limited time events. Your reward for doing so, getting some vintage emblem visors and special red palette colours. Fireworks and even more optimizations were the order of the day for the lunar update. But it was the exploration update that really got me interested back in Astroneer. Adding a new jetpack to the game where you can go off and explore at much faster speeds, with the payoff being it could be pretty dangerous and you need to make sure you've got enough fuel. They in fact added 2 types of jetpack, as well as glow sticks, shelters, and even more things to do in the air like hoops, building pieces and updates to lots of items to make it all concurrent. The Wanderer update gave players many more decorative items. By exploring and adventuring you got more rewards, brand new scanner item and lots of things like holographic figurines, more platforms to build on, and again so many more bug fixes and issues rectified. One of the biggest changes though it has been most recently, and that's the Groundwork update. A brand new vehicle called the Paver where you could literally make your own roads. Lots of improvements to the vehicles already in game like the rovers, brand new drill controls and various other improvements, as well as a special event themed around Halloween. But it's the creative update that is definitely going to be setting the game even more further in that sandbox nature. If you love playing around in games like Minecraft or Terraria with cheats on so that you can build and do whatever you want, then this is exactly what this update is going to add. New terrain brushes to paint and customize the environment, creative mode suit, and really quick editing ability to duplicate items, pop them anywhere you want and get rid of them super quick. Details are still coming thick and fast at the moment. I'm sure we'll get a lot more once they've updated the patch notes with the release of the creative update alongside the PlayStation 4 launch. But that's not all, this game is still not done. Going into its first year out of early access come February, during December they're going to have an event, dedicated server beta, so you'll soon be able to rent or host your own servers. Server management and moderation obviously is part of that, and something very secretive. And the future for the game looks really good as well. They're planning to add TrueFlat 2.0 for real creative types, automation items to build the space factories of your dreams, more base building items modules, new size of tier objects, resources, vehicles, shuttles, player inventory management, new suits, palettes, player sharing and trading, cartography, discovery objects, storms and weather events, and space snails. So 2020 is not the end of Astroneer, it looks like it's really just getting started. If I'm sounding super extra positive, it may be a bit of a shock, but I absolutely love this game. I think it's got a real good place for creative types, people that really like Minecraft, as well as other exploration games. There aren't as many dangers, you're not going to necessarily be running away from all sorts of monsters and creatures in the game every 2 seconds. It's more just about how to get hard to get resources and finding a way to refine them and get your machinery running. It's got a huge, massive, overwhelming positive review score on Steam, as well as on Xbox. It's well received. So what do I really love about Astroneer and what I still think needs a little bit of work, or just give you a heads up of what to expect? Well, it is that freedom to do what you want. It can be a bit tough to get into, but once you're there, you can choose to spend as much time as you want on each planet, and I do love the fact there is a survival element. Making sure you've got enough oxygen is pretty crucial to the game, and it can be annoying at first, but it does branch out. Once you start unlocking more machinery, you have to go and get more research points. You do this by discovering fauna and pieces of mineral all around the worlds. This gives you the chance to make blueprints or create new items that will help you progress and further make escapes, or build things like the lunar buggies and stuff like that. The fact it's proper co-op as well with your friends, that's really good, although there is no split screen unfortunately. It would negate the experience too much with performance, so I don't think they've added that in the time it's been out of early access. They are, as I said, mentioning servers coming forward in the future, and I'm guessing that's going to be with a server provider, much like it is for games like Ark and Conan on console, or you may be able to host your own on PC. So with the brand new creative mode added, you've got survival or creative, and you do have a little tutorial world that you can learn how to play the game. It's definitely advised to do this. It takes a bit of time getting used to the controls. That's probably the biggest negative point of Astroneer. You have to retrain your brain and how the game wants you to play it. It's not like most other games you've played in third person. Remember, this is more about surviving, and it's a little bit more like a simulation game. It definitely suits a lot of people with mouse and keyboard. That's not to say you can't enjoy it with a controller. I absolutely play it with a controller. I don't like mouse and keyboard, but sometimes the camera does still get a little bit too stuck, or there's certain things that just don't explain very well how to use some of the buttons. So definitely make sure you play the tutorial, or you would get very frustrated with this game trying to work out what each button does. But once you've learned how to play it, it simply becomes second nature, and you can have so much fun building and terraforming the world. And just, I can't wait to get used and playing with all the new stuff that I've not had a chance to try in some of the last updates. The music is absolutely amazing as well. It's a really good game just to chill out with, and I've been doing some live streams where I do just in fact that, just chill out and play the game. So definitely give it a try if you like more ambience and just a pace of nature going it on your own. There's no hurrying around, although some of the other planets do have more harsher environments, and there's definitely a story. It's going to lead you somewhere. It's not just a case of being a creative sandbox with no point or no ending. Although there aren't anything as maybe crazy as missions, there are some sort of signals that you can follow that will give you some more story beats, or more importantly some more extra unlocks for suits and skins. In terms of monetization, this is a proper decent game. There is no trying to rinse you with extra in-game items to speed way through. It's all available in the game, no pay to win. So at last, PlayStation 4 players are going to get the chance to play this space creative sandbox game. If that's not convinced you, go and check out my actual live stream on Mixer. The details will be down below, or just type in JADE-PG and give me a follow. And look out for more tips and guides to Astroneer in the next few days. I'm JADE-PLAYS-GAMES. I give you updates on survival games, RPGs and indies. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you rat bags very soon.